So what's the most common mistakes that you see in a home inspection?
I think it has to do with communication, and primarily I think it has to do with the type of agent people are working with, people who haven't perhaps been mentored thoroughly enough to realize that there are going to be things that come up in a home inspection, and having the ability to communicate well. To me, the best of the best realtors out there are the ones that can communicate through challenges and problems with the home. And for me, that's the biggest problem I see. Because when it comes to anybody buying a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always put it in perspective this way. If it was one of my children buying this house, I'd want them to be very well informed. And from there, we can have the conversations on how do we go about moving forward. And everything is fixable. Ultimately, it just comes with a price.
Sure.
If you can get through that hurdle, that takes away all the problems.
And then your background kind of in the construction side and knowing how to, that side of things, you can also give that unique perspective on, well, hey, that's not that big of a deal, right?
Yeah. And genuinely, like we can give that, hey, this is not a big deal. But one thing we do different from a lot of other companies is we have a field manager. We allocate a certain percentage of our overhead towards having somebody call within 24 hours, every client, to just say, hey, Mrs. Jones, we're just checking on you, making sure that if you have any questions regarding the report, we can answer those questions for you. And that helps a lot, because from there, their concerns, they understand them better coming from us, more so sometimes than the actual real estate agent.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, and when they ask me, I'm like, hey, you need to ask your inspector on that, right? Because, I've renovated properties, and I feel like I got a good amount of knowledge when it comes to that stuff, but it's always good to have, your opinion on it for the clients, so that's good. Is there something like, obviously when people buy down here in Southwest Florida, it's unique. We have a unique market. We have unique things that we have to deal with down here versus Wisconsin or Kentucky, or, Ohio, where I'm from. So what are those like top, is there certain things in a home inspection that you see come up more than anything?
Yeah. So we do we have pools, we have docks, and we got a hot, humid climate. Some of these things are a little different from, perhaps, once again, you mentioned Kentucky. You're not going to be in a swimming pool. You're not going to live on the salt water for sure. So some of these things are a little different, and our hot, humid climate we're prone to, of course, indoor air quality issues with regards to mold. And so these are some of the things where we really shine, because we kind of understand them, and we understand what it takes to make the home, in good working order. So those are the things that we're able to walk clients through, probably better than any other home inspection company.
Well, that's interesting you say that, because one thing that I see you do and I really admire about you is how well you network with other home inspectors, by the way. You're friends with the home inspectors, and you get together with several of the other home inspectors in the area, and you work together and you mastermind, right?
We do. And the reason behind that is, and not every inspector has that mindset, but inspectors that have built companies understand that in order for us to shape the services that are provided to the real estate community, they should be at this level, this standard that I contribute a lot to be at, and I evolve to higher standards, because it's an effort to provide better services for the consumer.